this is a re-recording of today's live stream. Okay, and so after after watching the YouTube live, and I realized that my mic was set to um, my USB, my microphone here, and not my headset. And the reason for that was a mistake on my part. So anyway, I'm doing this over again, and I'm going to be uploading it to my YouTube channel to replace the video that's there. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about SMS marketing and compliance. And so why SMS, right? What is SMS marketing? It's the practice of sending marketing messages by text message, right? And what is awesome about SMS marketing is because it's opt-in marketing. It requires people to subscribe. It's an affirmative action, right? And this is the type of marketing which I love, which I love because people are affirmatively giving their phone number or their name and email, right? To say, hey, I want more information, right? That's number one, right? The other type of marketing, which I really love, right? Which is organic. And so what is organic? SEO, right? Which means that people have problems and they're looking for solutions. And so if they find you, right? Whether it's local SEO or global SEO, they find you and you solve their problem, you now have a warm lead, right? And now it's a matter of having them to call you, opt in, get their name, email, and phone number, right? And so this kind of marketing is what I like, right? Because they are somewhat warm. Now, consumers are becoming more and more comfortable interacting with businesses through their mobile devices. Right? This is what everybody has. Everybody has one of these, and if you don't, then yeah, even my middle son, right, recently got a new phone, and he's got a better phone than I do. So, all right. So, and then nowadays, retailers are utilizing it for order confirmation, tracking information, delivery updates, right? You order something from Amazon, you get a text message if you put in your phone number to get messages. We recently ordered, I think it was actually my son's phone, and I get an update saying, "Hey, your order's ready. Come pick it up," right? Or your phone's ready, and so I received it on my phone. So most businesses, right, are utilizing SMS mark. If you're not, then you have to stay, like you can't get left behind, right? And so let me share with you some stats, which I did not share in my live, but I'm going to share it now. Um, Let me share with you here. So this is the type of messaging that are being utilized. So reminders of important appointments for this webinar. You got reminders, right? Update on statuses, booking confirmation. So if I use Book Like a Boss. I also use Pro 360 to send booking confirmation changes and updates, and then discounts on products and services, utilizing that for text message, right? And a host of other things here that you can utilize to send out text message. And so more and more businesses, right, are utilizing it. Okay. Um, Now, for this webinar or for this live, for the people that registered, now I had, I think, 9 people or 8 people that registered, and only everybody entered their phone number except for one. So what does that mean? More and more people um, are accustomed to it, right? But I think more and more, I think people have their phone, they're using their phone to not only get on the webinar, but also, to watch videos on it. So they prefer to receive it on the phone rather than on their email. And so um, that is something to be mindful of, right? Um, Now, with regard to the three best practices, or I think when it comes to it, there's three really best practices when it comes to text message or SMS marketing, right? Number one is a clear opt-in. You got to have a clear opt-in. So, in the case for um, when for those that are watching this, right? You registered at this website, right? And at the bottom, it says, I agree to the below to receive notification and promotional message from us. We won't send spam, so forth and so forth. You could always subscribe, right? So you have to have a clear opt-in, right? So if people are like, if you're utilizing text message through whatever means, they have to have a clear you have to have clear notification or messaging saying that, hey, that you're opting into text message or wait for notification and marketing purposes. Number two is you have to include instructions to opt out, right? Um, so in most instances, most people can type in stop, unsubscribe. But not only that, you have to make sure that your system or platform has the ability to uh, execute upon that, right? You don't want to be um, taking these text messaging and not actually unsubscribing people, right? Then that you're breaking the law. You're gonna somebody ever report you, then there are repercussions of that. Okay, um, there are also repercussions when it comes to email marketing, right? If you somebody hits spam, then your email reputation goes down, right? Um, Okay, and then the last piece of thing is you really need to clearly identify yourself in the email, right? Or not email, in your text message, right? And I'm going to go through the campaign that we use to apply, all right? So compliance, this is any SMS or CRM platform. If you're utilizing text messaging, you have to, if your platform provider has not notified you, then you want to make sure you reach out to them. So one of my platform that I use for my one of my business is I use Grasshopper, and I didn't get any messaging or any emails notifying me that I had to do this, right? So I had to reach out to them and get the link for me to register, and so I did that, and it's still pending, right? I don't think they probably have not set it up properly, but nevertheless, that is on them. I just got to follow up and make sure that it gets pushed through. Um, so for Pro 360, which is my white label platform that we're pushing out, if you want to go check it out, it's pro360.io. It's built upon the platform GoHighLevel, but the Pro 360 is specifically geared to local businesses and coaches. So it's a two-step process when you apply. There's the first is the brand um, registration. So basically your business registration. So it's just mainly simply making sure that if you register your LLC and you're using it as an LLC, then just whatever you register your LLC, make sure that everything is the same, your EIN and everything is the same, um, and you put yourself as the authorized um, person for that business, and that should be pretty straightforward. It's the campaign application that is gives you a little bit of a headache, right? There are costs associated with both of them. Brand campaign application, there is a monthly cost associated with that, and so most businesses, I would assume, is low volume, so it's going to be a couple of dollars per month. Um, okay, and then there are to um, two dates that you should be familiar with, right? July 5th has already passed. Um, August 31st is the deadline. So if you have not registered and your campaign has not been approved, you're gonna see higher rates for your text message, and eventually at the end of August, it's going to get blocked by the carrier, right? So you want to make sure you get that done, right? I want to share with you this link here. Let me open it up. And so this is some of the, um, I took snapshots as I was going through it. I'm going to try to see if I can zoom it out here, full screen. Doesn't help. Okay. All right. So let me see if I could make this. Nope. All right. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Okay, so that's a little bit better, right? So this is, so basically I'm going through the process of filling out the profile. This is Pro 360 with K Madison, right? So, um, and so um, it says incomplete because I have not applied yet. And so I'm going through the process and I'm taking snapshots as I'm going through the process to kind of document it. And so I went and filled out the business profile. And so basically taking my what do you call it? My um, when I filled out my form for the IRS, I took that and it just basically copied everything over, and it went through really quickly like that. And as soon as I hit submit, then it got approved like 5-10 seconds later, right? Because uh, uh, everything is in the government or whatever state, and so they have it in their system. So it's just a matter of, hey, is it the same? Then if it is, then just approve. I'm gonna just take it off screen and go down to the campaign registration, right? The campaign registration. Um, Here, let me show you this part here. This is actually Pro 360 uses Twilio, right? And so Twilio, this is the cost of, so every platform might have different costs. So there's a one-time brand registration, and there's one-time campaign registration, and then there is a additional fee for monthly fee associated with utilizing it. Let me just go down to the campaign registration, which is what I have been denied a couple of times. So finally, I said, enough is enough. I'm gonna really take the time to really fully do everything what I'm supposed to do. I read through a lot of the instructions, and so basically, I'm gonna go through what you should write. Maybe this will help you. Hopefully, it will help you. Okay. So for low volume mixed, right? So you have to be clear in campaign use description. So this campaign sends webinar information, confirmation and reminder messages to our customers once they register with us on our website and opted in to receive promotional and notification SMS from us. So be clear in everything, right? I think before I just wrote this campaign sends webinar information and you know once they register, something like that. So I made it very short. I made it very clear, and I did that. You can be as long as you want, but I thought this was sufficient enough, and this got me approved. Okay, just FYI. And then the next thing you need is sample messages, right? So here are some of the sample messages, right? Hi, Nancy. This is Paul from K Madison. Your webinar registration is confirmed. And this is the actual messaging that I'm going to be utilizing. So for those that are registered for the webinar and you got notification, it's going to be a little, it's probably different from here because I set up the automation before I did this. So I'm going to go back and put this messaging into the automation, right? And I'll show you the automation a little bit later. Um, so then this is the second message is, hi John, this is Paul from K Madison. I hope to see you shortly in the webinar. In case you did not get access to the link to the webinar, you can access it here. Here's the Zoom link, reply stop to unsubscribe. And this is another thing I did. I put reply stop to unsubscribe on each one of them as well. And I'm going to probably, of course, add it to my my automation text messaging that's going to go out as well. Okay. And then here is end user consent, opt-in keyword, and opt-in message. Okay. Now, here is end users opt in by visiting. So this is one thing I did not have, which I got. I think this is one of the reasons why it was getting denied, because I didn't specifically put in there where people are going to be registering. And so I put in there this link is where I set up my registration landing page. But I also made sure that I had language in here and says user check a box. So I showed you that box before. So that make sure you have that to receive notification and promotional message from us. So then I put that language in there. So before I submitted it, I had that there. And so I think there is somebody there that checks it, making sure that it's legit. Additionally, end users can also register to this number. That's the number that the phone number is coming from. And they could also opt in with these register and subscribe. I don't have that automation set. I'll probably have to do it after. And then here's is the opt-in. You have successfully opted in to receive notification and promotion SMS from please reply to stop if you need to opt out in the future, right? So this is once they opt in, then you can opt. This is the opt-in message that they will get. Not necessary when if they register online, because now they're affirmatively opting in by checking that box. Okay. And then once I did that, it was pending. I think it was like 2 weeks and then it got approved, right? Previously, I did not fill out in detail like I did here. And that's where I got denied. Okay. So I went through this process multiple times, got frustrated, sat down, and finally decided, okay, I need to do this right. Okay. Um, the other thing I wanted to share with you, so the um, here is the and there was somebody on the YouTube live. I will send a uh, a link to this document. I'll share it for probably for 24 hours. Okay. And then I'm gonna turn it off because this is our internal document that I utilize to help my staff when clients, um, when people opt in for Pro 360. This is I created that document so that it helps my staff go through the process of helping our um, what do you call it, our new users of Pro 360, when they get the phone numbers for them to be able to register. So it's part of the service included. Okay. So for those that are interested in our platform, pro360.io, I'm gonna be having a promotion. I haven't set up the promotion yet, so I will set it up for those that are interested. May want to wait until I have the promotion set. It's gonna be $100 off forever. Okay, so basically it's $297 per month, but I'm gonna be doing a promotion, and so once I have that, you can sign up, and it'll be $197 per month. And there's a lot of features in here. I'm not gonna go into it right now. Um, Now, why did I show that? I showed that because I forget why. Oh, sorry about that. So I was gonna show you the automation here. Hold on a second. Compliance. Talked about that. Okay. Now I'm trying to see where is. Just give me 1 second while I. All right, let me go find. Just bear with me while I find the automation. I had that, but I think I closed it out. Okay. So here is the automation. So for those, um, so Pro 360, this is what I utilize. And so when people register, they go through. So this week I'm doing the YouTube live. So then everybody's going down this this branch. So there's you get the contacts get tagged. This is the event. An email goes out, SMS goes out, and then 1 hour before the event, SMS, email, and then 2 hours later, there is it's going to be a text message and a replay that goes out, and then so forth. There's a note. I create an opportunity. In this case, an opportunity is like a pipeline. So for those that are familiar with how CRMs work, there is like, stages. And then a webhook. A webhook is like it pushes out the information to another platform, which in my case, SendFox. SendFox is the um, uh, email marketing software that we used to use before. I currently use it now because I still have not moved over my contacts to this platform yet. I will do it, but until then, I have to push out the contacts. Any new people that register or comes into my database, I push out that information so they can go into my email. I have an email sequence set up. Okay. And then I put in here 14 days because right now there's additional things I want to include in the automation. I still haven't done it. So I'm just, giving it some time. So that way um, people are held up. So right here, these are held up here. So what I'm going to do is probably when I send out this email, I'm going to include the link to, actually, there's only one person that asked that for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably instead of uh, modifying any of this, I'm going to send it out to that person specifically and send out her PDF. So if you want a copy of the PDF for that document, just email me and I'll send you that document. All right. You can email me directly or to the email, reply to any of the emails, and we'll get that document out to you. Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to remember some of the questions from the YouTube Live that was asked. Um, there was a question about the noise. I apologize for that. I think it was Dee Dee, and that's fixed by. I was actually it was hooked up to the wrong mic. I apologize for that. Um, the other question had to do with yeah, I forget. So if you do have any questions whatsoever, of course, you can go to let me see if there's I should have the questions set up uh, in here where let me see if I could find the question link. I'm going to try to find the question link so that you can here it is. So if you do have any questions, you can go to this link. I'm going to put it right in here. Here it is. And oops, no, here it is. Go to link.kmadison.com/questions, right? And so let me try that here. Links.kmadison.com questions, right? It's not working. Link.kmadison link, not links, but link. There we go. So you can write your questions here and I will get to it. Typically before I go live, I look at my Q&A and see if there's any questions. So if there are any specific questions and if there's any urgent questions, of course, I'll email you. That's why I asked for your email address here. Okay. All right. So the previous YouTube live that I did, like I said, the voice quality was very bad. So one of the things I learned when you're doing videos, people can get away with like low quality video, but when it comes to noise or sound, if the sound is bad, people are not gonna watch. And so I'm redoing this video so that it has clear audio. And like I said, I am going to be doing YouTube. I think it was Mag that also said, of course, Zoom is preferred, right? So there is a way that I can use Zoom and live stream to YouTube, but I do like using this is Talk Studio, which used to be called something else. I forget. But anyway, let me take this off, hide. Um, one week I'm going to be doing YouTube Live, and another week I'm going to be doing Zoom webinars. Next week's topic is going to be I have a course that's coming up for those um, uh, who are interested in getting organic traffic, local organic traffic through Google, Google Business Profile. We have a service for that. So if you want to utilize our service, you can always reach out to me, and we can, schedule a discovery, a strategy session, and we go over. But sometimes, some businesses can afford our services, and that's fine. In that case, I have created this course, more affordable, but it's pretty much you have to do the work. But I give you the knowledge, I give you the the knowledge, but not only the knowledge, but I also give you the push to implement, right? And that's ultimately it, because most people, a lot of people buy stuff, but they don't implement, like me. I used to be I do that all the time. All right, but the goal is, um, you know, that's what I'm going to be talking about, Google Goldmine. I give you an overview of the course, and I give you basically the information that's necessary. All you got to do is register for the webinar, right? If for those that want to register, I think, let me see if I could find that um, that link. So let's see here. I think it's this link, yeah, right here. So if you are interested, I'm going to put it in here, and here we go. All right. Nope, that's not the right one. This is the one right here. All right. So local360academy.com /find.more, and here it is. All right. And that is going to be probably there's going to be a deadline to sign up on a monthly basis every single month. Let me see here. Okay. All right. So on that note, I think we're pretty much done for this session. And if you do have any questions, you can always submit your questions on that form that I put in before, or you can write your comments below on this video. All right. Until next week, I will see you then. Bye.